Hey guys, thanks for tuning in again for the episode, for the level when Corvus gets a cold, because this is the Rapids level of the Stagnant Domain. I think it turns out that each level becomes increasingly less remote. The first one is just a bunch of cliffs, and then the second one, which is this one, is the Rapids, is getting a little closer to civilization, believe it or not. As you can see, he's trying to avoid being lacerated by saber claws. And if there's one thing I know, it's that there's a reason that nobody puts on their top 10 lists like favorite things to do is get lacerated to death by saber claws. Maybe that's what you like to do, but I don't like to do it. Anyway, Corvus is gonna get a really bad cold, because look at all this wet, cold water. And I know it's cold, even though, see, there's like a counter argument to why it's cold coming up. Because, by the way, this isn't hell, it's the outer world. And there's and as we read in the, okay, so in the end it says like he goes to the stronghold where the Sparrow was spawned, which is outside of the crystal sphere that all the 1,000 worlds of the universe are within. So he's outside of that sphere, as we read in the Chronicle of Deeds from Hexen 2. So he's not even inside the sphere. So it's super cold. It's like interstellar cold. Oh, and here's, I didn't even mention the lava. So the lava's hot, of course, even though I could argue that it's like extra dimensional cold lava, but no, I'm not gonna argue that. All I'm gonna argue is a very mundane little point, that these rocks are impermeable to heat, so anything outside of them, and also like the air and stuff, is impermeable to heat. So sure, he hurt his little feet when he goes into these lava pits, but now he's cold again, and he's not comfortable. And here comes some were. These are the were dragons. I always forget that they're dragons because they don't look like dragons. They look like dragons or people. They look more like people than dragons. Anyway, they're coming out of the teleporter that he just left. And if you can, I guess I want to I want to like read that part about the spheres that the Serpent Rider demons came from, of whom Disparel is the youngest brother of the three brothers. And he, but I can't, I want to get a good look at the sky, show you the sky in the Stagnant Domain. Ooh, another little slice. So this is actually the first appearance of saber claws, or this level is the first appearance of saber claws in the Stagnant Domain, because there weren't any in the Ochre Cliffs. Thank God. I think Corvus wants to deal with them too. He's jumping off the Ochre Cliffs. No, he has to deal with them here though, in the Rapids. And he's like, inching closer and closer to the actual, I guess, the stronghold where the Spariel had his home base, kind of. But now he's dead, so there's no point in worrying that he's gonna be like back or whatever. So Corvus is running around. He doesn't know where the heck to go. Oop, he does know that it hurts when a were-dragon shows up at his door and burns him. And good old little puffs, those explosive puffs, those came to Corvus's home world because we see them. There's just sort of like the botanical environment that the sparrow enjoys. You can see some botany above on the ceiling too. I don't know if he brought that with him. There's definitely that kind of stuff in the City of the Damned and Hell's Maw, aka Hell, and even probably the Dome of Disburial. But I think those puffs are definitely extra-dimensional puffs. So this is their like natural habitat, and they were imported like tomatoes were imported to the old world, and tobacco too. They're all imported to the new world plants. But yeah, we got a little bit of a close one here. But forget the important thing I was saying about tobacco and tomatoes. Oh yeah, those little green puffs were imported from the horrid darkness outside of the crystal sphere encapsulating the universe and brought to what is the name in Heretic 2? The name of Corvus's world just give a name. It's like Pathoris or something. I don't know, man. Who cares? It's a Heretic 2. It wasn't even in first person. But it did kind of make it clear that this part of Corvus's life was spent just wandering. He doesn't know where he's going. He's just following, just looking aimlessly, kind of, for just a way to get back to his home world. And apparently it took years. It took me maybe a couple weeks. But it took him a long time. So there's probably a lot of wandering, or like each of these steps is like, it takes a long time or something. Oh, here I think he might hear the screams of a Iron Lich. And yeah, it's true the whole time. It's the Iron Lich's screams. Oop, and now he's going down the rapids. Can you imagine how sick you'd get? And like, it's not even just like, look at the ceiling. Everything in this whole entire level is like perfect for getting a disease like COVID-19, the current craze. Not a craze, it's serious bad thing. Now, I keep forgetting to point out all the desperate, fearful things. I guess this isn't especially fearful because he goes right up to an Iron Lich and sucks this life out of its iron skin, which seems brave, but he just needs to life. He'll take a hit or two from a saber claw's claw to live. But he's scared of the dark, so he turns on the torch, even though his torch is there. He's wondering where the heck, how do I get out of here? I don't even know where I'm gonna go after this. But he kind of does. He kind of understands that, like, he just needs to follow the urbanization. He's in Roker Cliffs, which is just across some remote mountains He gets across there. Now he finds these rapids. And he's thinking, how? And despite what you might think, by all the times he goes against the current in this level, like right here, he does eventually go with the current and finds, well, I won't tell you, but you'll see what happens at the where he ends up when he gets through these rapids. You'll see where he ends up. I'm not gonna say. But I'll tell you one thing: it's man-made. So how about that? But it's also like it's sort of like the interface between a natural thing and a human thing. And I suppose I'm just using human kind of loosely here because I don't think humans have made anything in this horrible, twisted nightmare zone. Nor have any humans even trekked through. And if you think, what about Corvus? Well, he's not human, he's an elf. So get your facts straight. Or else. Let's see, he needs to figure out, is there a blue key? Is this one of those no blue key sort of places? He might be in luck. You might think it's silly to say because he's lost in some kind of a nightmare zone. I already said it was a nightmare zone. What else do you want out of a guy? You can hear the screams of the Iron Lich. And here I have to explain something. So he could just try to escape from the Iron Lich and let the door close back up. But what you don't understand is that he doesn't know that maybe there's a blue key back there or something. Sure, he hasn't found the blue door, but maybe there's a blue key. He needs to kill this thing because he doesn't know how to leave yet. Now, so don't think he's like, oh, I will slay the Iron Lich because I must do, no, he's just trying to survive. He's just trying to get out of there for once. He's not quite sure where to go still, so he's like, hey, I don't remember this. And then he says, oh, now I remember. And then he's like, oh, maybe I better get this hell staff, because you never know. I don't know where the heck to go. I don't know how to get out of here. I don't know how to go home. What'll happen when I get home? Will I be even welcome, or will everybody be dead? And he's trying to get that enchanted armor. And he gets, oh, that reminds me. Well, I'll tell you later. So now he's killing the were-dragons because the rapids turned into rapid stairs. Oh, and here's a good part. So he's just about to get on there, and disciples of Despair. He's like, should I kill them or should I run into this and escape? Yeah, and the answer is yes. And now maybe he's gonna go home. Nope, now he's got to go to the key.